The political roadshow has rolled out of Halifax after MPs spent the night hearing how the collapse of Britain's banking system has affected people in Yorkshire. The axe is hanging over thousands of jobs following the merger of HBOS and Lloyds TSB. This report from Tina Gelder begins with the Treasury Select Committee chairman opening the public meeting.
We felt it was important to go to other parts of the United Kingdom to just get a feel from people on the ground, and there's no more appropriate place to be in that respect, given the problems that Halifax has experienced.
They said all the right things, but will their visit have made any difference? Certainly the MPs were left in no doubt as to the strength of feeling in Halifax, where thousands of jobs are at risk.
There are going to be so many job losses. It's going to be chaos in Halifax.
Why has it took so long for you guys to wake up to this?
It's slow motion death. Effectively, we're on life support. We're just waiting for you to tell us when that closes down.
HBOS worker Chris Ashton's comments were echoed by his fellow employees. But also at the meeting were local businessmen and women, all wanting to tell the MPs how the recession is affecting them. People like Andrew Foster, whose technology company is in danger of going under.
We've been fighting with the banks for nearly 5 months now, trying to get funding in order for us to be able to continue. And constant struggling with cash flow, unfortunately means if we don't get some support from the banks shortly, there's going to be quite a few jobs at risk.
The people here were assured their concerns will be shared with the government.
We'll make our conclusions at the end of this month, and I think that what the people of Halifax tell us tonight will help inform our considerations and our conclusions, and I think a good dose of Yorkshire common sense could be in the heart of what we conclude.
Those living in Halifax certainly hope so, because in a town where the banking crisis could prove particularly costly, without action, talk is cheap.
Tina.
Now, last night was the chance for people in Halifax to have their say on the current banking problems, which of course has left thousands of workers in the town facing an uncertain future. So, as you can imagine, they didn't pull any punches. MPs on the influential Treasury Select Committee held their public meeting in the town last night. Alan Whitehouse was there to see what happened.
The committee members were told that HBOS accounts for 40% of Calderdale's economy. If jobs go there, many more will follow in the wider local economy. The Select Committee chairman, John McFall, admitted his group had few real powers.
We have received well over 6,000 emails and letters on this issue. But given that all our sessions were in London, we felt it was important to go to other parts of the United Kingdom.
And the responses came thick and fast. Here's an engineer who believes the economy is now hopelessly skewed away from manufacturing industry towards financial services.
For the last 10 years, this country has lived off an opium, I'll say an opium of financial services. And with the rest of the economy, what's the truth, what's been going on, has been declining quite substantially.
And here's the HBOS employee who's seen his retirement savings simply evaporate in the financial crisis.
We were sold all last year on the strength of HBOS, right up until just a few days before we went to the wall. And it feels like a huge betrayal from the guy.
But the key question is, will tonight's visit do Calderdale any real good? Industry leaders have their doubts.
It's a difficult question to answer. I would hope so. If they don't listen, there is something chronically wrong with the political party system in this country.
The committee makes its first report next month. Alan Whitehouse, BBC Look North.
Just a few days.
Thanks, Alan.